This that promised to step up his game, and he didn't disappoint. You know how it is when someone talks a big game. You're either going to be the hero or fall flat. But Xerxes, man, he backed it up. He wasn't even in the starting lineup, which makes you wonder, right? Was that a mistake? I mean, hindsight is 2020 and all, but when he finally got on the field, he made sure everybody knew his Nate. 3 minutes left on the clock, and United was still deadlocked with Fulham. You could almost feel the pressure in the air, the kind that makes you bite your nails, wondering if your team's gonna blow it again. But Xerxes comes on and bam, he's the last one in front of crossed by Garnacho. It was like a scene out of a movie where the new guy steps in at the last minute to save the day. Old Trafford, you were up there, and not just in relief. There was pure joy mixed in there too. I'm sure Coach was breathing a huge sigh of relief. He knows the questions would have started flying if United didn't grab those 3 points. Now, don't get me wrong. This wasn't a walk in the park for United. They had their chances, but they just couldn't seem to find the back of the net until Xerxes came in. And Fulham, well, they weren't exactly just there to make up the numbers. They were dangerous, especially on the break. And there's no doubt they felt that they could have walked away with the win. You could argue they should have. They have tons of chances. But United's got this thing. Even when they're not firing on all cylinders, they somehow find a way to scrape through. It's like they've got this old habit of just getting it done, even if it's not pretty. It's not quite the same as the glory days, but maybe, just maybe, coach is starting to bring a bit of that back. We'll see how things pan over the season, though. One game doesn't make a season, but grabbing that late win, well, man, it definitely feels good, especially when things were looking a bit shaky. And let's give some credit to Fulham. They came into Old Trafford and they weren't scared. There was no fear factor like you might expect from them when visiting the theater of dreams. They have the chances and probably walked away feeling a bit hard done by it. You know, football's a cruel game sometimes. One slip up, one moment of brilliance from the other side, and all your hard work can go up in smoke. But if Fulham plays like that the rest of the season, they're going to cause some serious trouble for a lot of teams. For Fulham, it's a tough pill to swallow, but they've got plenty to be optimistic about. They gave United a real scare and showed they can hang with the big boys. It's early days and there's still a long road ahead, so yeah, not the perfect start for United, but they'll take it. And for Xerxes, this is just the beginning. If he keeps this up, we'll be talking about him a lot more this season.